Alright, today we're going to be playing Tetris99 again because there is a weekend event. So we're going to check that out. That's right, it's a Grand Prix is what they call them. It's for the Tetris Classic skin, so hopefully this is quite a nice one. Let's find out. Oh, it looks like it's going to be fun. I'm curious how I'll fare today. It can be really hit or miss how skilled the lobby is in these events, so I'm hoping it's a good one. I'm hoping to smash out this 100 points so I can claim my skin forever. And then life will be good. I did just get home from my work trip in Melbourne, so I've been away for a few days, but keen to get back into it all, record a nice soothing episode, and have a bit of fun along the way. I haven't played much Tetris recently, so I might be a bit rusty. I'm already making excuses, as you can hear, so that's a good sign. I'm loving this skin. This is actually really clean and really nice. Like, the border is really winning me over. I'm curious if the pieces will, because I don't... Controversial opinion, I don't love classic Tetris that much. Oh, this music though, goodness. Oh, this is trippy. I like this. No. Oops. Oh, that worked out. I meant to put it there. But, you know, take what you can get here. As I said, I'm a bit rusty. I definitely haven't been playing on stick as much as I should be, because I'm naughty. I keep playing on keyboard. But it's one that doesn't use my left thumb, so it's thankfully not making the arthritis worse, I assume. But, you know, time will tell, I suppose. I try to be good with my health, but, you know, you can't be perfect every day. It's all about doing the best you can. Just like Tetris. Oops. Like, for instance, there I rotated the wrong way. That was bad, what's it called? Finesse. Ah, jeez. There, I should have rotated that way. Ah, here we go. Getting back into the groove of it. There. I'm about to receive a bunch of garbage. Yeah, this is coming up clean. This is fine. This doesn't scare me. Look at that. Gap doesn't even exist. So if we do this, we actually get a little T-spin, which is beautiful. We might be able to queue up another one with our pieces if we're lucky. I don't... We can do it. This is kind of naughty, just because it's messy, but we can actually just do this, and that tucks in there. A little S-spin. I always find those really cool. Oh, I knocked someone out, apparently. Oops, that's going... No, actually, I can just T-spin this. I don't need to worry. No, was, mate. Beautiful, beautiful. Knock it down. We'll have another T-spin here in a second. That was a bit of a goof, but we might... Can I turn that into a T-spin? I don't think I can. I don't think I can get this piece down there either. I don't think SRS will let me do that, so we'll just make a little gap that we know we'll come back to. Look, we're already there. My mistake's already gone. The beauty of playing moderately quick is your mistakes don't hang around that long. Ooh. Here's the music I know. Another T-spin, look at that. Definitely getting the hang of this back. I'm not a particularly great player still, like, I'm not chaining T-spins, which, whew, the people that can do that are just amazing. Throwaway T-spin setup. Probably should have delayed that and accepted that garbage, but you know what? We're playing for good enough, not great. It's going to take us a few rounds to get this skin unlocked at least. I assume if I place first, I will be gobsmacked. I haven't placed above... I think 5th from my last video is actually the best I've played since switching to stick, so... maybe. It's possible. I don't know if anyone's really dominating this lobby. It's kind of hard to tell. We can clean this up easy. Oh, shoot. I didn't get it across. I'm getting quite a few kills. That's really nice. I might be cheeky and switch to badges here, just because I'm still trying to get one of the achievements. Basically, you need to send X amount of damage on each one of the 4 strategies. I've crushed, KOs, and random, because they're the ones I actually use a lot. I think playing on random is just kind of fun. But badges... You have to be in a really good position for badges to work as a strategy, because it's basically saying, hey, please target the toughest person in the game. And as you've probably noticed, I'm not playing amazing. I'm doing okay. Like, I'm not particularly disappointed or anything with my play. Like, now the T-spin's beautiful. We can set up that. Whoop. Uh-oh. Do this. We will... Oh, nuts. Okay. We'll just do this. Ah, shoot. That's right. 21st, I think that was. Yeah, 21st. That's right. That's a few points. 30. Couple more of them and we'll be in it. Having some of my glitter potion perk me up. I need a coffee today. I've been sleeping like trash. I'm hoping you haven't, because that would be terrible. It means you watch too much of my content if you're not sleeping, and I can't imagine that's good for your brain. But yeah, work trip was good fun. Chatted to a lot of interesting people, talked a lot of tech stuff, solved good problems, made good connections. It's all very exciting. I'll be very curious to see where the next year takes us, but for now I'm just focusing on today, playing a bit of Tetris and unwinding. I gotta head out later, so just getting this recording in while I can, because I really wanted to record the Grand Prix. So I think that would be fun, unique content. Oh gosh. This is abysmal play. I don't know what's happened here. I've cleaned up, it's not too bad now, but it certainly wasn't amazing. And I'm falling back into my default of just make a lot of Tetrises, which at a higher level isn't a great strategy. I've kind of gotten away with it in my competitive Tetris just because I'm quick more than anything else. Like, I tend to play a little faster than people who can send the same amount of damage as me, but they're usually playing more efficiently and just a touch slower. So switching to sticks really forcing me to actually have to take my time, think about pieces, and play properly. Not just go, count to 4, place block, count to 4, place block. You know? Having to use real strategy. I have gotten incredibly greedy here, but it's working. I have to... We can do this. We can do this. Okay, we're getting away with a lot here. Okay, we had no right playing that greedy and getting away with it. That is just disgusting. That was such poor play. I had so many piece dependencies. That is... Do not copy that style of play. To call it a style is an insult to Tetris itself. It is just... Oh no! I was going to get a T-spin into a Tetris. That would have been nice. Nah, that's pretty crummy. 10 points. That's okay. That's a little UFO for reaching 100 points. That's a cute reference. I think you get the UFO if you get over... Is it over 500,000 points in the original Tetris or something? I think it's something like that. Getting the UFO is pretty hard. I've never done it, but I'm also not much of a classic Tetris player. I tend to prefer guidelines, or... I was big into sort of like Tetris.io and Eustress, but since getting arthritis, I can't really play the unrestricted speed fan games, just because it's so much on my hand. That's how I developed arthritis, by playing those versions where I would be essentially pressing the down key 2.5 odd times a second, which, as you imagine, starts to take its toll pretty quickly. So yeah, I now don't play those. Or I've been trying to play Tetris.io on stick, but man, it's tanked my rating. I've gone from about 22,000 MMR all the way down to about 10 or 11. Like, it's a serious drop-off. Like, obviously I can't play anywhere near the speed I used to. But I feel like I have enough knowledge, or at least I have the ability to learn to be good enough to play on stick and get back to close to my old level just by playing more efficiently. Because, like, the people who are, like, insanely good, like, you know, Kaboozle, Vince HD, Wumbo, all those sorts of players, at my speed, or even at, like, less than my speed, they can produce more damage. Like, a lot more damage than me. So, it's absolutely possible. I just, you know, to be that good, I'm not expecting to be. I just need to put in a little bit of effort, learn it, and get a bit better. That's all. And I played abysmally there. Another 10 points. We're getting there. I may never see another first place again in my life, but we'll try. I'm not giving up, but it's definitely going to be harder to get first place now. I do really enjoy playing on stick. Like, the act of playing on, like, my 8-bit Do controller is fun. Like, I enjoy it. It's given me a new perspective on Tetris. And I appreciate that. Also, it's just a cute stick. Like, it's so fun. I am under attack by a lot of people. I also need to get the attacker's badge, so let's start there, since I'm apparently very popular this game. I don't know what's happened, but a lot of people are targeting me. That was a pretty rubbish start. I know that, there's a strategy where essentially you set it to attackers, but you play really, really close to the top of the screen so that everyone who's playing KOs will get directed to you. So you can send out insane amounts of damage, but you have to be so confident in your abilities. Like, one slip up, you're dead. But, like, the really good players can get away with it, because obviously it's not, there's no MMR ranking in Tetris99 as far as I'm aware, so it's literally just, you get thrown in a random lobby. So the likelihood of someone else in the lobby as good as one of those players is really low, but I've tried that strategy. I am nowhere near good enough for it. Not even remotely. But it is quite funny getting all the people attacking you. Oh yeah, that is a Tetris. Nice. Something I do struggle with this version is all the attacks and stuff. Like, when you're targeting attackers and there's a lot of attackers, it can get hard to see your board. I sort of have a feel for how my board is most of the time, so it's not like the end of the world. I don't know what I've done here, that was terrible. Oh, brain, come on. Work with me here. It's not like the end of the world. I can play... I've been meaning to learn invisible Tetris, where you just can't see your pieces after they've been placed. Because I think that's fun. I think that's a cool party trick. But I haven't really put the time into it at all. It just seems like something that would be fun. My problem with my life is I have a lot of things that would be really cool to learn, but I just don't have the time. Like, I'd love to learn to draw. I want to make games. That is something I am making time for, but I'm sort of in the process of building my game engine first, which... I hear a lot of face palms as I say that, because it's one of the most silly things you can do is to build your game engine before your game, or to even attempt to build a game engine instead of using something off the shelf. But I'm not fussed if I never release anything. Like, the fun to me is actually in just the technical challenges, and I'm getting to tackle a lot of them. What I'm building is actually really cool. I think it's a fantastic little engine. It's called Taylor. You can go to tailormadetech.dev to check it out. It's getting there. It's 1.0 I'm hoping to release eventually. I'm in the middle of a major refactor, which has been going on for the past year, but I'm still making good progress with it. And, oh, shoot. We'll just stack up. We'll pretend that that doesn't exist. We'll go back to KOs. I think that'll work better here. But yeah, I've been having a lot of fun with that. We can get a T-spin single. And I'm keen to get that furthered along, because I think it's actually really cool. It solves a lot of problems that I think come from learning to program. Like, environment setup is an absolute confusing nightmare for a serious language like Ruby or C++. Like, Golang makes it really easy. JavaScript's really easy. As long as you do like no-build JavaScript, so you just do a load your JavaScript in a web browser and play it there. I think that's actually a really good way to go about learning programming. Even if I don't think JavaScript's the best language to learn, I think, you know, let's be real, it's a language you're probably going to touch at some point in your career if you become a programmer, just because of its ubiquity. So it makes a lot of sense, but yeah, I certainly wouldn't recommend people starting with JavaScript. I like Ruby. I think it's actually quite easy to learn, but the problem is like all the setup, installing libraries and stuff. Once it's set up and once you know what you're doing, all of that is like trivial and fine, but I feel like the actual process of getting that all set up is just a nightmare for like any new developer. And I don't know. I want more developers in the world. I think that's a better world. So I'm trying to create tooling that makes it as easy as possible to get into programming. Because I started learning programming when I was 12. I was terrible at it, mind you, but I started learning then. And, you know, just the sheer number of hours starting programming then has allowed me to accrue is, I think, one of the reasons I'm as good a programmer as I am. I don't think I'm an amazing programmer. I'm clearly decent, based on the fact that I'm a senior software engineer where I work. I have quite a lot of respect for my colleagues. I respect a lot of my colleagues there. I thankfully work with a ton of really smart people. So I've been learning so much this past couple of years. But yeah, like I do think Ruby's a great language, and I think it's one worth learning. I think it's actually quite well suited to... This is going to be quite a controversial statement. I think it's well suited to game programming if you ignore the fact that it's just not that performant. I spun that the wrong way. That's funny. I'm not really focusing too hard. I'm thinking about programming now. It always gets me. But yeah, like... Ruby has a lot of problems. It's my favorite language, but I don't think it's a perfect language. Not by a long shot. And that's kind of why I started building Taylor, is because I wanted to... Shoot, that's not the piece I thought it was. To address some of those concerns. Like distributing a Ruby application to someone who isn't a Ruby programmer, absolute nightmare. It's just not easy to do. What piece do I want? I can do this. That, get that around. This. Yeah, we'll open up this wall now. Chuck that down. Alright, alright. Danger's gone. Yeah. I'll link in my description my link to my website, so you can check it out if you want. I think it's worth looking at. I certainly wouldn't use it for anything production yet. It's not 1.0. It's definitely got to have issues that I haven't found yet, but I'm hoping to iron a lot of those out with like RCs and release candidates, and just beta testing with lots of people. But it's all gonna come in time. All about patience. We're not in a rush here. I am top 10 at the moment. Oh. Okay, this music is amazing. I should probably... Okay, I have 4 badges. That's really nice. I guess I now just want to switch to attackers, because I can't get any more badges. Pop this here. Oh, this is abysmal. This can go here. Sorry, I'm focusing a little bit here. I would like to place decently. Ah, shoot. That's a problem. Yeah, I'm dead. That's alright. 4th place is pretty good. That's my best yet. Look at that. How good's that? Oh, I need a place above like 70th. One more time, and then we're good to go. Look at that, 4th place. Let's go. Oh, press the button. This coffee is delightful. It's just an instant coffee, but I haven't really had much coffee recently, so it's nice to get back to it. Not only the coffees I had when I was in Melbourne didn't resonate with me. Like, I find Adelaide and Melbourne have different styles of coffee. Neither's better or worse than the other, but I think I prefer Adelaide coffee. Unsurprisingly, being born and raised in Adelaide, but, you know, it is what it is. Let's try going for a perfect clear here. Oh, can I? Is this the cursed setup where I can't? I think this is the cursed setup where I can't do that. Or at least not, easily. Let's see. It's like... Yeah, no. Absolutely no shot. But I'm gonna get a T-spin. If I don't get a perfect clear, I like to try and get a T-spin. Like, you usually can eke one out somehow. But yeah, that's the cursed setup. I don't know if I just don't know it, or if it's actually just not possible to get the usual, the easy, perfect clear setup with that. But, who knows? If you know the answer, link it below, let me know. I'd love to hear from you. I know I'm not the best Tetris player in the world by a very, very large margin, but I do have fun with it, and I'm always looking to get better. Alrighty. Oh yeah, last recording did seem to come out okay. I figured out how to use... What is it? I've been using Kdenlive for my video editing, because, you know, open source software is kind of the thing I'm all about. Gosh, what is this? This is abysmal. Alright, there we go. This is cleaned up a lot. No. Shoot. Okay, no. We can come back from this. Look. All according to plan. I don't know why you stressed out and got worried by that. It was never going to go wrong at all. This is what I get for chitter-chattering while I play Tetris. It's definitely makes me a lot slower, but, you know, it's fun. I enjoy this. This is very relaxing to me. Like, even before, when I was in top 10, it's... I don't know. Tetris pressure doesn't really get to me, except... Oh my gosh. When I got my Grandmaster ranking, I was so high on adrenaline. Like, I was shaking, I was struck, like, my vision was getting, like, blurry. It was insane. Like, for reference, I've been trying to get Grandmaster on and off for 10 years. So the fact that I actually got it blows my mind still. Like, I'm just so chuffed. I get to say I am a Tetris Grandmaster, and that's just a funny sentence. That always gets questions out of people. And I love that. I think that's fun. Like, it's a good trivia fact about me. What am I doing? I'm not playing particularly interesting here, but I find with Tetris99, it's not about playing interestingly. Like, you can get away with a lot of lazy stuff. I don't know what I'm doing here. This is abysmal. But we're getting through it. Okay, there we go. Second time this game I've had to clear out some extremely weird garbage. If we do this, we can... that. Yeah, the modern rotation system lets you get away with a... Whoops, I thought that was more across. Lets you get away with a lot of ridiculous things. Like S and Z spins are some of my favorite things to do, just because it looks so wrong. I know you can spin Like, you can spin every piece but the square piece in standard Tetris, from my understanding. I might be wrong there. I'm not the biggest all spins player at all, by any measure. I know there are versions where you can spin the O piece. Oops, that's the wrong button. But yeah, it's cursed. Don't play them. It'll break your brain. All spins is cursed. But hilarious to watch. You should check out an all spins video. I've seen some people play on YouTube, so I know it's out there. Shoot, what have I done? Do this. Oh, I pressed it twice. That might be the end of me, actually. Yeah, no. That's okay. We have finished the Tetris challenge now. This will give me the points I need. There we go. Look at 120. We're all done in under 30 minutes. Oh, that's a cute little icon. I didn't know I could the spaceship icon. I love that. Alright. I'm going to leave it there. Thank you for joining me for another Tetris episode of Softly Spoken. Sleep well. Bye.